one, but I guess me parrying here or getting used to parrying here, like I get a little nervous of like that, like Leon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm here, I'm playing, you start throwing your jab down the middle,
And then boom.
or your cross.
Yeah.
And I go to catch, and it's just like, oh,
yeah.
Night.
Yep.
I caught the one though. So
yeah. So in open, if you southpaw, you worried about my right straight, right head kick. I know this isn't consolation, but I will say, usually when I see you spar, that's not something I worry about because your distancing takes care of it.
Yeah.
And that really is the first troubleshoot. So I say this all the time, but like, let's say you and me are sparring, right? Obviously, you got the range on me and you got the height on me. So if you start to clip me with the jab, boom, and maybe I'm trying to parry and it's just not working, same thing. What's the pinch of salt this time? Half inch back. Now I'll see, can I react to him? I'm also out of shape, right? So I'm not going to be able to react in the same way. So I'm going to do another pinch of salt. Nah, he's still getting me. Another pinch of salt. Okay, cool. Now this is the range that I need to be at, perhaps because maybe I'm not as athletic, maybe I'm out of shape, maybe it's both, but this is now the range I have to play at. In the same way, you want to be able to test that range. And how do we test that range? You know this.
Negative.
Yeah. And what's the specific negative? I'll give you a hint. It's a phone company.
Oh,
AT&T. If I'm
crazy.
What you mean, son? That was
like the most obvious.
I mean, dogs. I expected you to get it off the bat regardless, but
I'm gonna give you a hint. It starts with A.
Yeah.
There's a T and T in it.
I hope the camera caught that booty joke, son. So yeah. But look, it's the same thing though, right? Like when go ahead and check your AT&T. Okay. So this is your AT. Make sure you're not doing too much of this, right? So check to where you're comfortable. Okay, now look, even if I am to throw, if you have your AT&T correct, look at my Leon. Ready? It's not really. That's a nice little bit of distance I gotta travel, especially because I gotta go much higher, right? It's when, look, why was that so scary? Because Kamaru was allowing himself into certain ranges and not being paranoid enough.
He's like walking forward.
Correct. Yeah. And why? Because he's whopping Leon. So he got mad confident, and then he walked right into that work, right? Now, interestingly enough, I think Leon got slept by Pratis because he was right up in front of Pratis, and he wasn't being vigilant as well, right? So when you're in front of him, you got to be very mindful of your AT&T. And really, that takes away a lot of the threat of that. That said, just to add to that a little bit more of like the just the logic behind it, right? Now, look, it's much less distance for me to go from here to here than for you to go from there to here, right? So it's a lot easier for me to pull back. And now, look. The nature of this is defending a straight line threat. This is a much faster threat than any wide line attack, right? So from here, I'm keeping my hand in this position because I need to first address your fastest one first, and then throw that head kick if you feel comfortable. Yeah. Now look, I can just go like this, right? Bah, bah, bah. This is much easier, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. What else? Talk to me. Anything else? Cool.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's see. What else?
Maybe from close stance.
Yeah.
When I'm popping this jab.
Yeah.
That right overhand.
Yeah.
So like I just get a little. I guess this is why I'm like conservative throwing it as much because I'm just waiting on someone to just move their head off that center line. Right.
And then split that shot.
Either
you mean
split it or just like move it that way. And just
and then over top. Yeah. So
that's all for today, guys. If you guys caught something you hadn't seen before, this channel might be worth sticking around for. Subscribe here on YouTube and make sure to follow Boring Breakdowns on Instagram and TikTok. I'm putting out clips, extra breakdowns, and stuff that doesn't make it into the full videos. If you guys coach, compete, or have a training partner that geeks out on this stuff, send them this video. That's genuinely the best way to help this channel grow. And if you ever want to go deeper, there's a free membership on Patreon. If you ever want to directly support this work, there's paid tiers as well. The link's in the description. Either way, I appreciate y'all being here.